Salt is crusting on the window pane, and the weather vane is shaking in the rain. I'm watching the sand swallow our names in a landscape that nothing ever tames. You're hundreds of miles from this jagged coast, but you're still the anchor I fear the most. Dragging the deep for a version of us, before we were drowned in the foam and the dust. The lunar cycle is a ruthless thing, a silver hook and a phantom string. And just when I think that I'm finally free, the gravity whispers and beckons to me. It's a moontide pull, a heavy desire, a cold reflection of a burning fire. I'm rising and falling like oceans in pain, trying to wash away your haunted stain. The shore is a scar that the water remakes, with every promise the undertow takes. Yeah, it's a shattered heart and a bittersweet love, caught in the orbit of your moontide pull. I walked out to the pier, where the pylons are black, begging for the morning to never come back. The lighthouse is sweeping its eye across the bay, but it can't find a reason for you to stay. The shells are all broken, the kelp is a snare, like the tangled remains of a secret we share. The tide is retreating, leaving me dry under a hollow and infinite sky. It's a rhythm I can't escape or ignore, the ebb and the flow of a war without war. You're the satellite ghost shining above, commanding the wrecks of my hopeless love. It's a moontide cold, a heavy desire, a cold reflection of a burning fire. I'm rising and falling like oceans in pain, trying to wash away your haunted stain. The shore is a scar that the water remakes, with every promise the undertow takes. It's a shattered heart and a bittersweet love, caught in the orbit of your moontide. Waiting for the land.
Proposing the next step. Would you like to explore musical textures for this track, such as reverberated slide guitars or oceanic ambient sounds to deepen the tide atmosphere? AI can make mistakes, so double check responses. Ask anything.
Coordinates are frozen on my dashboard screen, pointing to a paradise that we've never seen. I'm drifting through the suburbs in a silver car, feeling like a flicker from a dying star. Past your street at midnight just to feel the pull, in a neighborhood that's mercilessly full of people who are sleeping while I'm wide awake, counting every promise that I couldn't make. I'm a satellite trapped in a hopeless loop, watching the memories stoop and swoop. The gravity is silent, but it's holding tight to the ghost of everything we were tonight. And I'm orbiting you like a solitary moon, whistling lonely and out of tune. I'm circling the shadow of where you used to be, hoping your atmosphere still remembers me. You've moved to the center of a brand new sun, while I'm still stuck where the damage was done. Yeah, it's a cold and infinite point of view, just orbiting you. The radio is crackling with cosmic hits, reminding me of everything I'm bound to miss. I see your porch light shining through the trees, but I'm frozen in a 30-degree breeze. I wonder if you feel the tide start to sway when I pass by the house and then fade away, or if I'm just a fleck of dust on the lens where the story starts and the suffering ends. I'm fueled by regret and empty desire, a satellite falling through cold circuit wire, waiting for the moment I finally burn and stop making this useless and aching return. And I'm orbiting you like a solitary moon, whistling lonely and out of tune. I'm circling the shadow of where you used to be, hoping your atmosphere still remembers me. You've moved to the center of a brand new sun, while I'm still stuck where the damage was done. Yeah, it's a cold and infinite point of view, just orbiting you. Stay the light, I stay in the dark, just a spark in the distance. I'm sifting through the linen and the loose change, in a coat that feels heavy and strange. I found a movie stub from a Friday night when the world was steady and the future was bright. Now my fingertips are glowing with a silver dust, the bittersweet residue of us. A handful of glitter from a shattered star, reminding me of exactly where you are. It's cold and it's quiet and it's far away, the aftermath of a yesterday. I'm carrying the embers of a galaxy that no longer shines its light on me. I've got stardust in my pockets, but my hands are cold. A pocket full of secrets that were pockets in the lack of time. I walk through the park where we carved our name, but the bark on the tree doesn't look the same. The bench is frozen and the fountain is dry under a gray and indifferent sky. I reach for my phone, then I remember the end, that silence is the only message I can send. So I clench my fist and I squeeze real tight on the gritty remains of a perfect night. It sparkles in the dark, it stings in the light, the debris of a feeling that was almost right. I'm sweeping up the cosmos from the bedroom floor, wondering how to want anything more. I've got stardust in my pockets, but my hands are cold. A pocket full of secrets that were never told, just the powdered remains of a supernova heart, falling through the seams as I drift apart. I'm leaving a trail of stolen glow everywhere that lonely shadows go. Yeah, it's a shimmering sorrow, a hollow rhyme. Stardust in my pockets in the lack of time. And the wind, let it spill. Empty pockets, empty heads. Just spares in the winds. I'm staring at a blanket of winter gray, but I can still hear everything you had to say. Your hello is a tint of morning gold, a story that I never thought would grow old. But the vowels are bleeding into indigo haze, lost in the static of these hollow days. I'm painting the walls with the echoes you left, a masterpiece born of emotion of theft. The frequency is shifting, the rhythm is low, watching the faded spectrums go. I'm tuning the radio to a ghostly hum, waiting for the saturated shivers to come. And the color of your voice was crimson and kind, the only vision that I can leave behind. It was velvet purple vivid and bright. It lit up the corners of my darkest night. But your last goodbye was a shade of charcoal and ash, a sudden eclipse, a terrible crash. I try to reconstruct the hues in my head, but the vibrance is gone and the feeling is dead. I'm drowning in sepia, drowning in white, without your spectrum to make it right. If sound has a vision, then I'm going blind, searching for colors that I'll never find in the black and white movies that play in my mind of the vivid existence we left behind. And oh, the color of your voice was crimson and kind, the only vision that I can leave behind. It was velvet purple and sapphire blue, a canvas of everything I found in you. Now it's a shattered rainbow in a darkened room, fading to shadow, fading to doom. I'm blinded by the silence and the noise, missing the color of your voice. Crimson gone. The sunlight is slamming like a pencil stroke across the morning coffee and the words we never spoke. The sheets are white as paper, unwritten and cold, a blank page story that's getting too old. I reach for your hand, but I touch only the jagged black edges of everything I think. The room is a rhyme that I can't quite complete, just a broken iambic and a bittersweet defeat. The clocks have all stuttered, the seconds are slow, caught in the cadence of letting you go. Every shadow outside is an abstract line of the vivid existence that used to be mine. And I'm waking up in a poem, trapped in the verse where the silence is golden and the aching is worse. I'm a metaphor searching for the truth of your name in a landscape of sorrow that nothing can tame. You're the symbol of something I held and I lost, and I'm counting the syllables and counting the cost. Yeah, the living is finished, the writing is done. I'm waking up in a poem without anyone. The dust motes are dancing in lonely ballets in the hollow and infinite after hours haze. I pass by the mirror and don't see a face, just a faded description of hollowed out space. I found your initials carved in the glass, a punctuation mark for the years that will pass. It's a haunted soliloquy, a ghost of a kiss. How did we ever collapse into this? Alliteration of anguish and ache, the promises made for the promises we break. I'm editing yesterday, striking the scenes, wondering what vulnerability means. And I'm waking up in a poem, trapped in the verse, where the silence is golden and the aching is worse. I'm a metaphor searching for the truth of your name, in a landscape of sorrow that nothing can tame. You're the symbol of something I held